Hello, I'm William Gallagher and this is the Video Keys Writing Workshop video. And previously on William Gallagher Video Keys Writing Workshop, it talks about location. It'll be linked below for it. And it was quite a short thing specifically about how location is more important than you might appreciate in a story. I gave an example of a script where I had originally written just plain, banal even, exterior city day, and when I changed that to exterior Birmingham day, things got a lot better. Okay, but the same thing also applies to prose fiction. I think you can be specific. You don't have to be real. Birmingham is a genuine place, but if I'd even said Florin or something, if I'd made up something, as long as you stick with it, I think it helps. And I want to give you an example of why I think it helps. Because location is part of character. It's part of showing characters. Let's say your character is a teacher, okay? And that teacher, you've set them in an inner city school, okay? The sort of character, the sort of person who is a teacher in an inner city urban school is different to the sort of teacher who's in a more bucolic 1940s fantasy English village kind of thing where everybody's all nice and happy. And yeah, they're doing the same job, but because they're doing it in different places and different times, they are different people. You are showing us different things. They can be dedicated, but I would offer that the teacher in the urban school has to be more dedicated because it's more difficult to do that, and yet they push on with it. We are illustrating character through, not sort of through action, but also through where that action is set. So be specific about a location, but not just kind of randomly specific. Think about what it is, what it does. I think you've done that, actually. If you are writing dragon riding fantasies, well, you've worked out that it's not happening here in Birmingham, for example, you've got a place. But use the location more. It isn't just a backdrop where the eventual film version of your book is going to be shot. It matters for it. And I would suggest that a good thing to do for your audience, and I think for us as writers, is to establish the location quite carefully, to have certain marker points for it so that we know when we're home. In fact, actually, there's a phrase in television called the familiar locale. I remember reading this about the USS Enterprise. The Enterprise was like a standing set and it was cheap. They built it once and they kept it. So expensive set, amortized over time. But it was, in story terms, the place where we started our story is the place where we went back when everything was all right. Again, it was the familiar locale, and we unconsciously knew where things were. If you can set up points of it, you can actually build in parts of story. I mean, you know the phrase, the wrong side of the tracks? Well, give me some tracks. Have a wrong side of it on it. And then when your character is going to this place that you've established, we know something. We have maybe a sense of foreboding, maybe a sense of expectation about it that you have put in our head without actually saying anything. You've just put a marker in the landscape and we're going for it. Or how about this, actually? Radically change the location. This example of a teacher in an urban school, well, take them out of the urban school, put them in the nearest equivalent to the bucolic English village thing. Have a rural thing where there are only 3 pupils instead of 45 or something. Have it in a location where instead of Ofcom battering down the door, is it Ofcom or Ofsted? Ofsted battering down the door to check on their standards and all this stuff, you've got a kindly local vicar who, this is nonsense, I know, but you're creating another world for that character to be in. You're taking one character, putting them in an alien landscape. It's funny, I was mentioning soaps in the previous location thing, and that plus this reminds me, there was a habit here in the UK of doing special episodes of soaps. Like I mentioned EastEnders. I seem to remember they concocted a story once to have a week of special episodes where all the characters they'd left London where they're usually set and they were in Brighton or something like this, another town on the south coast of England, and it didn't work. The characters were so much a part of their landscape that it just felt kind of gimmicky. I mean, maybe it's the way they contrived it all to happen. Oh, look, a whole bunch of characters happen to be going to the same place. It felt like something was just off because the location wasn't their location, whatever that's been established in film. You get a similar thing, I think. I'm talking a lot about scripts today, but I do mean this in prose as well. I think when you see crossover episodes of things, it's fascinating to see how one set of characters functions in someone else's show and then vice versa. I mean, you get, go into too much detail on this, but you get constraints, don't you? Whichever show you're in, the lead characters of that show are still the lead characters, and the lead characters from another show come in are guests, so their role is changed and positioned. But it's also fish out of water stuff, people in a new place. What does that show us about them? And I've become more interested in location, but I am riveted focused on characters. I just see now, more than I ever did, that location can truly help define a character and also then challenge the character. This is the point where I'm going to say, hello, you know the comment things at the bottom? Wait, imagine me waiting here for you. The whole point of the 58 Keys Writing Workshop videos is that you disagree with me. Or, I mean, maybe that's putting it a bit strongly. In this case, you could just, your disagreement could be, yeah, I can't be bothered with that. I'll have more dragons, that's what I'll do. Fine. But let me know how you approach location, please, because I'd like to have this chat. I want to basically pick your brains, steal from you a little bit. Difference between steal and plagiarize, but you know what I mean. And just have this as a proper conversation. Is it? The only way I feel like I can natter on at you about this is that you then follow in the comments. So help me out, please, by having us have a proper chat together. But you could wait until you've written something more. I mean, don't wait too long. You know, it's very cold in this shed. I'm looking for the comments. Let's just say that this is the end for this video of me yapping. Start for you talking. Thank you for watching. Thank you in advance for commenting. Now, take care of yourself. Write more. That's the key thing. Don't listen to me. Write more. And I'll see you soon.